And a look behind the curtain here. Final preparations for the challenge ahead. Hoping to come out of the gates strong. It's the NBA. Welcome to our Sunday night broadcast here on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Craig Anthony courtside. On our sidelines tonight reporting Allie LaForce. Here we are in November. Let's see how things are shaking out in the West early in the season. You look at Portland, lurking in the basement of the conference for the time being. They're not pleased with their performance so far this season. Let's check out Chicago's starting lineup. Zion Williamson is out there with Hartenstein. Then there's Thomas. Then it's Brook Lopez. And it's Larson in at the 2 guard. And for the TrailBlazers, in at the guard spots, Lillard and Sharp. Toumani Camara is out there with Avdia. And it's Collins in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. What a matchup we have tonight, Greg, in the front court. I know everyone, you and I included, have been waiting for this one.
And when you got two of the best bigs in the league going at it tonight, it's must-see TV. I can't wait to call this one, guys.
And looks like the illegal kick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
Well, that was a quick foul for him there. The refs are certainly calling it close.
Thomas against Lillard. Pass to Lopez. Back to Thomas. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Shot clock at 5. Chicago needs to get off a shot here. Tries it from 19, and he knocks down the jumper.
Yeah, the jump shot of Thomas. Cash money. Boy, it's nice seeing him knock down that mid-range jumper.
It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I briefly spoke with Chauncey Billups. We talked about the problems that Zion Williamson can give a team inside. And Coach said it's not about the shots that Zion makes, it's about the shots his teammates miss. We have to make sure that we body up Zion and not let him convert misses into makes. Might be hard finding volunteers willing to body up Zion. Kevin?
All right, Allie, thanks. And so it's Avdia with it. He brings it up for the TrailBlazers. And going against Chicago, their first meeting of the season.
And one of the few bright spots of their last season was sweeping the season series in this matchup.
Yeah, for sure. Neither team a big-time contender in their respective conferences, but when the teams are fairly evenly matched, it can still be entertaining basketball.
And it's Sharp missing.
Got what he wanted, but then blew the lay-in. He tricked that one.
Thomas passes to Larson. Back to Thomas. Williamson is screen on Lillard. Loads it up for Williamson. The shot misses.
That's another miss. Already they've missed 3 out of 4 to start.
And finished off by Avdia.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And you know you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
Now here's Lopez. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game. Another miss by Williamson.
Really just struggling here in the first few minutes. 5 attempts with only 1 falling.
And Greg, we know he's a fearsome dunker. But Zion Williamson also has a soft touch.
And that's a great point, Kevin. He can finish in every way, either hand, through contact, off balance, on the run. A natural gift for converting around the rim.
Now here's Thomas, coming off 31 points last game. Lopez outside. Good on the triple.
It catches people off guard to see what a smooth stroke Lopez has for a big fella.
Sharp the pass to Collins. Over Lopez. Shot by Collins, no good. For Chicago, they won their last contest that game against the Grizzlies.
You know, those road games are tricky, but they had a good strategy going in and stuck to what they do best.
Yeah, you know, game balls all around in that one. A terrific team effort. They trusted in their system and executed well to get the win.
Avdia following the basket by Brook Lopez. Here's Williamson, and he slams it down right on top of Denny Avdia.
Well, what a dunk artist this guy is. Whenever Williamson takes flight, you're just expecting to see something special.
And that great replay brought to us by the AT&T Connected Cam. Here's Thomas. It's Chicago with another bucket.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Now, here's Sharp. 11 points for him in that last game again.
You know, when you throw in the assist, he had a monster night.
Yep, that one goes in there.
Oh, good pass right there from Sharp. These types of plays really help team chemistry.
Outside Thomas. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen. Right now, let's check out the teams with the best free throw percentage. Fifth best, the TrailBlazers.
You know, it's really a team-wide talent. You want to foul to stop layups, but against them, you're not saving much. They'll make you pay time and again.
Avdia with it. He's defended by Hartenstein. Collins kicks to Avdia. Pass to Collins. Outside, Avdia. Now, here's Lillard. Drills it from outside.
So effective in the catch and shoot is Lillard. You give him an inch, and he's taking much more than that.
Now, here's Thomas. Look at those numbers of his. You just can't say enough about the work he's doing at the offensive end. He's averaging about 30.5 points a game.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with the pass.
TrailBlazers trail by 3. To the middle. Here's Avdia. And finished off by Avdia.
Out. Standing entry pass there. He knew exactly where to go with the ball.
Outside Thomas. Williamson outside. Shoots over Kamara. Some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Here's Thomas. And it's Chicago scoring again. And here's Lillard. He brings it up for the Portland TrailBlazers. It's a 3-point game. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with Boston.
Yeah, I mean, on the road, their defense was just overrun. Couldn't match the intensity of the opponent, and it cost them.
And you know what, guys? It just seemed like they never really had the kind of energy necessary. They just weren't comfortable on the defensive end.
Here's Lopez. After the made shot from John Collins.
Just because Lopez is a big guy doesn't mean he can't knock that down.
Collins. And finished off by Collins.
Punch, counter punch. Impressive offensive production early on.
Hey, guys, this is going to be fun now. I mean, we've got ourselves a shootout on tap here.
Some changes for Chicago. Zach Edey, he's checked in for Lopez. Vanderbilt comes in for Isaiah Hartenstein. And it's Herbert Jones in for Zion Williamson. Now here's Thomas. He has 6. And Edey has it in the corner. And it's John Collins with the rebound.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good look.
Edey against Avdia. Here's Lillard, and Lillard throws it down.
That first step of Lillard, dead.
Here's Thomas driving inside. And the rejection by Collins. To the paint. Here's Avdia. Yes, that goes in. And it's a 3-point TrailBlazer lead.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
And you know that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
Now here's Thomas. Hits the jumper in space. Thomas got 8 points.
He is in a groove. You can tell he's playing with a lot of confidence.
Avdia with a screen for Lillard. Over Thomas. Edey with the rebound. To the inside. Here's Vanderbilt. And the dunk by Vanderbilt.
And not the prototype power forward, but he has tremendous athletic ability.
Pass to Sharp. Outside, Avdia. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
And, you know, it doesn't matter how good your defense is on the perimeter if you're going to allow easy ones inside like that.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Murray comes in for Tamani Kamara. And it's Simons in for Shaedon Sharp. Here's Larson. An 11-point game for him in the win against Memphis.
And not to be overlooked, his playmaking made a difference as well.
Now here's Thomas. Trailing by 2. Does not get it. Third miss. He's made 4 from the field. Portland is gone. 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Left side, Simons. Got it off in time and beat the shot clock, but it's no good. Vanderbilt finds Thomas. Down low, here's Larson. That's good. And it's Thomas picking up the assist. Larson's got it all tied up now for Chicago.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Three-pointer, Lillard. Here's Collins. And slams it right down on top of Zach Edey.
Becoming a true force on the offensive glass. Love how hard Collins goes after those second chance opportunities.
Now here's Thomas. 8 points for him. Here's Larson. Trains the three-pointer. Larson's got his second bucket tonight. Guys, no one team gaining control early on.
Yeah, you look at the lead change. 6 already.
And it's Simons missing.
You wonder where was the defense that time, but they got lucky.
Thomas passes to Vanderbilt. Kicks it out to Jones. Now Thomas. To the right side. Here's Edey. And Damian Lillard pulls it down. Portland trailing here. Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks a lot. The Portland TrailBlazers in year 3 of a rebuild. Wins are hard to come by in the loaded West, but acquiring young, talented players like Denny Avdia is a nice start. He said, quote, "The team is young, we're real athletic, we all compete, everybody wants to work and wants to improve." Kevin, back to you.
Young and hungry. All right, Allie, thank you for the report. And here are the Blazers. Lobbed up there for Collins. It's stolen by Jones. Back to Thomas. Looking for Edey. He gets it there. And he comes up with the deuce. And Chicago leads by 1.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an edge.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
Finished off the break. Thomas got 10 points in the game.
Well, they count on big-time production from him at the offensive end.
Lillard from outside. That one doesn't drop. Isiah Thomas has been on display for Chicago. He got to double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. We've got more in store for you right after this. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And now we'll get a perspective here on the hustle game, how it's been going for Chicago.
They've really been pushing that thing in the open floor, and so far the opposition's not been able to slow them down at all.
And the other thing, I love how they're playing up tonight, getting into ball handlers and forcing some turnovers.
So for Chicago right now, Nick Richards out there with Nurkic. Then it's Zion Williamson. Then there's Spencer Dinwiddie. And it's Christie in at the shooting guard position. TrailBlazers trail by 5. You know, throughout his career, Nurkic has always been, Clark, a presence on the glass. Terrific rebounder.
Yeah, he's a big guy who plays big, Kevin. He's not afraid to get in there and mix it up. He knows how to use his body from different positions. He's a terrific offensive rebounder, and even in short stints, he can impact the game with his glass work.
Chicago shooting their first foul shots of the night here.
And typically a strength of theirs, 79% on the season.
And guys, they've taken a huge step forward at the free throw line this season, especially when you compare it to last season. They're a completely different team in that area.
First one falls for him. Greg, you think about the value of those sage veterans on a team, guys that have been around the block, played a lot of years. Why are they so important?
Well, a lot of times they'll echo the message of the head coach. And I tell you what, it's also, as a coach, you love having those veteran players because you can trust what they're going to do on the floor. That consistency is really important, not just for the coaches, but the teammates.
The try.
Watch out. Come on now. Throw it down.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
You know, they need to stay aggressive here. Build the lead up while they've got the chance. Don't waste this opportunity.
Now here's Henderson. No scoring in this one.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Henderson against Williamson. Dinwiddie dishes to Williamson. There's Nurkic. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Lets it go from 11. Murray, no good. Chicago leading by 9. Dinwiddie outside. On the wing, Christie. Just 5 on the clock. And out of bounds as the TrailBlazers gain possession. Let's take a look at the numbers for Toumani Camara.
And the biggest takeaway when you look at his numbers is how good his three-point shooting has been the past 5 games. He's finding the open spots on the perimeter, and when he's getting good looks, boy, he is not missing.
Baldwin, who's checked in for the TrailBlazers. Simons surveying the D. Off the mark, and the drought continues. Williamson kicks to Dinwiddie. This one for 3. Here's Richards, and he goes in for the dunk.
When he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for him.
Greg, he keeps so many possessions alive, doesn't he?
And you know, those second chance opportunities can be game changers. He represents so much value to this team because of what he does.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
There's Dinwiddie, still without a basket. Pass to Richards. On the wing, Dinwiddie. Shot, high post. Basket counts. Dinwiddie's got the lead up to 11 now for Chicago.
And, you know, the offensive game is well-rounded and really good from Dinwiddie. I mean, you just want those shooting percentages to keep escalating.
Anderson, no one around him. From outside, off the mark. Dinwiddie with it. Nurkic a screen on Henderson. Dinwiddie passes to Nurkic and finished off by Nurkic.
Really nice job. Excellent there at analyzing the pick and roll. Give Dinwiddie any type of passing lane, and he'll take advantage of it.
Here's Henderson. Good on the short little jump shot. Henderson's got his first points of the night.
That's a gimme right there. That's exactly what you want.
On the wing, Dinwiddie. Henderson defending. Christie the pass to Nurkic. Double team on Nurkic. There's Williamson with the 3. He can't get it to go. Walker with some nice D. TrailBlazers trail by 11. Pass to Henderson. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And he's got such a high basketball IQ for a young player. Henderson already has plenty of tricks up his sleeve.
And so Chauncey Billups decides to call timeout. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Abdiaz checked in for Baldwin. Toumani Camara comes in for Murray. Sharps checked in for Walker. And Lillard subbed in for Anthony Simons. Chicago also making some changes. Lopez comes in for Yusuf Nurkic. And it's Hartenstein in for Nick Richards. That free throw, no good. Chicago making a switch here. Thomas is checked in. And no good on the second free throw, so he goes 0 for 2 there. Pass to Lopez. Here's Christie. Williamson kicks to Thomas. Williamson with a screen for Thomas. Back to Williamson. And the dunk by Williamson.
Difficult to guard and pick and roll. Zion's combination of mobility and quickness along with that strength just so lethal.
Now here's Henderson. Right now he's averaging 11 points a game.
Excellent assist there. Just led him to the perfect spot.
Here's Chicago. They're on a 14-6 run. Outside Thomas. Avdia with the rebound. TrailBlazers trail by 11. For 3, Henderson. Christie with the rebound.
Well, he certainly hit some turbulence here, trying to get it cranked back up.
Here's Thomas. Hangs in midair and converts on the double clutch layup. Thomas got 12 points in the game. Three-pointer, Lillard. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Hartenstein's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Lopez a screen. Lets the 3 fly. Gets hauled in by the TrailBlazers. Following this game, they hit the road. They'll take on the Knicks in New York. That will be a getaway game for them, a 1-game road trip. And then Thomas with the jam.
Right now, this is Thomas's show. I mean, he's just torturing the defense and getting busy.
Lillard against Thomas. Sharp on the wing. Henderson outside. Lillard with no one around. Portland no good that time either.
They'd love to get more help from him offensively right now.
Thomas passes to Hartenstein. And Thomas has it in the corner. Back to Lopez. Score the basket. His 4th. He's only missed 1 of his 5 shots tonight.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Those looks they're allowing are almost automatic.
Collins checked in for Henderson. This break in the action gives us a chance to show you the NBA's current fast break specialists.
Yeah, I mean, they've got the athletes to run the break all game long. So that's their edge. They're always looking to take advantage.
And so it's Avdia with it. He brings it up for the Portland TrailBlazers. Trailing by 17. Kamara finds Collins. It's sent back by Edey. Thomas passes to Hartenstein. GA Ever coaches talk about slicing the NBA schedule into 10-game increments. Is that something that you recall when you played?
Well, keeping focused on portions of a long season can keep players focused, especially during road trips. Big goals are reached through small steps.
No good on the free throw. Well, Clark, with the game becoming more global, some are saying the NBA should adopt some FIBA rules to more closely align the leagues. Any changes you'd welcome?
Well, you know, Kevin, with all the shooting that teams possess now, maybe the league can get away from the defensive 3-second rule. I mean, there's so much switching and interchanging of players. The offenses are usually so well spread out. I think you should just maybe abandon that particular rule. Throw those big guys a bone and let them park inside at their own peril.
Lillard attacking. Collins. And finished off by Collins.
Oh, nice to see a power forward like Collins throw it down. We know he can hit a three, but go with the easy hoop.
Here's Larson. He's got 5. Edey a screen. Inside. And the dunk by Hartenstein.
Give them credit. Offensively, they've been the more efficient team.
Well, you know, it's been all high percentage shot for them so far. I mean, just the kind of execution you want in the first half.
Oh, fellas, that was vicious. Two-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one.
Well, guys, I'm glad they didn't try because I don't want anybody to get hurt out there.
And the dunk by Edey.
He just powered that one down.
One of the game's top dunkers.
Absolutely salivates when he attacks the rim.
And it's Lillard missing.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it. Gritty and rough, but that's how you win games.
TrailBlazers trail by 18. Lets it go with a 3. Sinks the three-pointer. Lillard's got 8 points.
Very few shoot the 3 ball as well as Lillard does, so you want him taking those shots as much as possible.
It's Jones on the wing. Covered by Kamara. And that one is good from Hartenstein. Hartenstein's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Textbook. Nice pass. Great catch. Even better finish.
Pass to Kamara. Avdia, a screen on Jones. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
Chicago making a switch here. Vanderbilt's checked in. Now here's Thomas. He's got 14. Edey with a screen on Sharp. Back to Thomas. Fires from 18. Again, Chicago.
Over the course of the game, he's been very accurate, doing some great stuff.
Lillard looking around. And finished off by Avdia.
Love seeing Dame distribute the ball like this, showing how unselfish he can be.
A minute 20 left to play here in the half. Edey with a screen on Sharp. And there's the whistle. That goes on Denny Avdia. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Simons, he's checked in for Portland.
Now into the lineup for Portland.
1:12 left in the first half of the game. Jones, the pass to Larson. And that comes off the assist by Jones. Larson's got 8.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on.
Now, here's Lillard. 26 points for him last game against Boston.
And even while he was piling up all those points, he still found a way to create chances for his teammates. The assists just kept on coming.
Chicago leading by 20. And here is Thomas. 16 points for him. Pass to Larson. Another 3 for Chicago.
Yeah, finding the weakness in the defense. That's the court savvy of Thomas at work.
Lillard, the pass to Sharp. Now, here's Lillard. He's got 8. Misses the jumper. Got it off in time. What a play. Simply trains it in at the buzzer.
Ringing the bell. That's the way to close the quarter.
Talk about lifting up a team and energizing them at the end of a quarter. A 3 at the buzzer, that'll do it.
And so it's Chicago. Ahead by 26 points as we get ready for the break. And thanks to their outstanding defense, the impact Damian Lillard has had on this game has been minimal. Right back after this break.
welcome to the halftime show. And if they're going to turn this around, it's going to be a long road back for the Portland TrailBlazers.
Instead of rebounding, they're just watching. So annoying.
Yeah, we thought this might be a weak spot for them. But come on, man. You got to compete.
Now it's time to check in on how the Rookie of the Year race is shaping up.
The young guys are playing well, but it's a long season. There's something called the rookie wall.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see which players hit that wall and which ones knock it over. And that is it for halftime, folks. It is back to Kevin Harlan and the crew for the second half.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. What a game we're seeing from Deni Avdija.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of him.
Chicago has gone 5 of 9 when they put up the three-point shot tonight. In at the guard spots, Lillard and Sharp. John Collins is out there with Deni Avdija. And it's Kamare in at the small forward. That's the group in the game for the TrailBlazers. Now here's Thomas. 4 on the clock. Down low, here's Williamson. And Williamson throws it down.
Goodness, I mean, we feel those Zion dunks shake the floor.
And for Portland, they're shooting here about 46% for the game. And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey, Kevin. Deni Avdija, the son of a 6'8 Serbian sharpshooter who played for the Yugoslavian national team, then moved to Israel and met Deni's mom. Deni said he had the same mentality, fire in the eyes. Every night, playing to win. That's how I've always been. That passion is a part of my culture. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks a lot, Allie. Here's Thomas. Following the score by Damian Lillard. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation.
And looking now at the numbers for Lillard. Tremendous numbers for him over the last 10 games. Averaging 23 points per game, 6 assists, and 2 rebounds. And he's such a big part of what they do offensively.
Yeah, he's just got that nice feel, that sixth sense, knowing where to be on the floor to help his teammates generate points.
Now, here's Collins. He's got 10.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
Here's Lillard. Zion Williamson making his last shot. There's a screen by Kamara. Pass to Collins. Fades back. Chicago grabs the miss. Hartenstein's got his 7th rebound here tonight. He's looking for Lopez and finds him. And it's Hartenstein in the corner. Here's Thomas. Changes up. Rebounded by Kamare. TrailBlazers have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Pass to Collins. Fires the 3. Kamare misses.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
Williamson left side. Back to Thomas. Over to the wing. And there's Williamson on the assist by Thomas. Thomas got assist number 10 tonight with that last one. Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over.
Sixth and fewest turnovers. And they're top 10 in free throw shooting. Always focused on that aspect of the game, not looking to give points away.
And you mentioned it, they're one of the highest scoring teams in the league. They come at you with a lot of weapons. Here's Kamare. Hasn't made one yet. Lillard attacking. Pass to Kamare. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse.
That's as good as it gets right there. Beautiful reverse layup in traffic.
Here's Larson. And here is Williamson. Covered by Kamara. Here's Larson. Good, and the assist goes to Williamson. Larson's got 17.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident, too. As a matter of fact, I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all his work from behind the arc.
Here's Thomas. Portland making their last shot. Williamson left side. Pass to Larson. And here is Thomas. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Here's Williamson. The TrailBlazers pull it in. Avdia's got his 5th rebound in this one. Lillard with it. Picked up by Hartenstein. Collins kicks to Avdia. Sharp on the wing. Nailed from three-point land. Sharp's got 5 points now this quarter.
And nice work on the perimeter. Defenses must respect Sharp's range.
Williamson outside. To the middle. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
Well, with his attacking style, Williamson spends a lot of time at the foul line.
Kicks it out to Lillard. Pass to Avdia. Back to Lillard. Sharp, the pass to Collins. Back to Sharp. Dinwiddie with some nice D. And here's Thomas, who brings it up for Chicago. Next up will be a home game matched up against the Pacers. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. Baseline jumper. And the shot no good, a bit short. The TrailBlazers have gone an even 50% from the floor here in the third quarter. 4 of 8. And finished off by Collins.
No doubt about it. He has done a ton to help his team, but he's going to have to do even more if they want to have a chance to get back in this.
Chicago calls timeout. That's Christie. He's checked in for Dinwiddie. Now, some of the numbers NBA wingman have been putting up from the field this season are truly impressive. Have a look at the top shooters among them. Second is Zion Williamson.
And that tells you about their ability to slash through the defense and get to the hoop effectively. I mean, because you have to be getting a lot of layups to have that kind of a percent.
That's accurate, but you can't do what they've done without a superb outside shot as well. I mean, that's not a problem for this group. They certainly can drain the jump shot.
And here are the TrailBlazers now, following the three-point basket by Chicago. Lillard with it. Isiah Thomas covering. That shot off. Chicago's gone 2 of 2 from long range in the third quarter so far. Williamson, the pass to Thomas. Back to Williamson. Right side, Thomas. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Here now, the upcoming schedule for the Portland TrailBlazers. On Monday, they'll take on Karl Anthony Towns and the New York Knicks. And then on Wednesday.
And if I'm this team, I'm looking at this as a barometer to see how we stack up against some of the top teams in the league. They'll have to be at their best. But if they come out of this with some success, I think it'll build momentum for the rest of the run.
And Portland making a change here. Simons is checked in. For Chicago, they've gone 6 of 9 from the floor here in the second half. They've got to be happy with that. Thomas dishes to Nurkic. Bounce pass, Thomas. Christie the pass to Williamson. Williamson double team. And it's Portland with the rebound. Collins has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Williamson in the post. Working on Collins. It's Thomas on the wing. Covered by Simons. From the stripe, Green for 2 points. Thomas got 18 points. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for Chicago.
And they've shown great focus on the defensive end, putting constant pressure on the ball and really disruptive in terms of what they've done defensively.
And I love the fact they kept the pressure on, really pushing that ball, running it up the floor. I love seeing that. A team staying aggressive even when they're playing well.
And when the score is as lopsided as it is, and you can see they smell blood in the water, my man is going for the jugular.
Well, he only plays one way, and that's full throttle, all day, all the time, cold-blooded and lethal.
And that's some serious liftoff from Simons. Wow.
Thomas passes to Williamson.
TrailBlazers foul tomorrow. Second.
Chicago shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game. That free throw good from Williamson. And Portland making a change here. Murray's checked in. Chicago also making some changes. Zach Edey, he's checked in for Nurkic. And Jones subbed in for Nick Richards. Kamara finds Sharp. Outside, Simons. Sharp with a screen on Williamson. And it's Simons missing.
Well, he's kind of deflating their chances, and I know he really wants to help the team, but this is not the way to go about it.
Now, here's Simons. His scoring has been there on a regular basis. He's averaging more than 14 points a game. And he drops it in from the low post. Simons has got his 2nd bucket of the night. And it's Thomas with the ball. He brings it up for Chicago. Shoots, and he nails the jumper. Thomas got 22.
And really the story of this second half, one team getting the shots they want, the other not so much.
And that's why you have such a huge gap in the shooting numbers between the teams.
One of the most explosive young bigs we have. Collins quick off the floor and gets creative at the rim.
Just a terrific perspective of that dunk from the Connected Cam, brought to you by AT&T. Here's Christie. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game.
I've got to say, this is a nice pass by Williamson. Everyone expects him to finish there.
Now, here's Simons. His scoring has been there on a regular basis. He's averaging more than 14 points a game.
Ooh, just powered it down with both hands. No, he's not going to mess that one up.
Oh, no, not this fella. He is a superb finisher.
Yeah, near the hoop, he's an absolute monster.
Pass to Edey over Collins. And he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
And even with the big lead, he remains focused on the task at hand.
Yeah, and you know, that is some shaky and shoddy defensive work. They got to tighten it up.
Here's Collins. The kick out to Simons. 4 on the shot clock. Collins against Edey. Shot by Collins, no good.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
They grabbed their own miss. Pass to Kamara. Here's Simons. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Now here's Williamson. 20 points for him over Murray. And it's Williamson missing. Now Kamara. Sharp the pass to Murray. Over Williamson. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And so it's Chicago. Out there all by themselves with a 32-point lead to end the quarter. From the field, they have been outstanding. Amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. We come back right after this. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. So for Chicago right now, Spencer Dinwiddie out there with Christie. Then it's Nick Richards. Then there's Jared Vanderbilt. And it's Nurkic in its center. Here's Christie. Portland knocking down that triple moments ago. To the inside. And Nurkic, the bucket on the assist by Christie.
And with his skill, Nurkic can score from anywhere on the court. But when you're 280, his skills probably better utilized inside.
Good on the shot.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
It's good.
Boy, he makes it look so easy. Dinwiddie gliding around the court and spraying those jumpers.
Vanderbilt against Anderson. To the paint. Reed. And he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up.
And although an undersized center, more than making up for it with some serious hops.
High post, Nurkic. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet.
Assist from
Dinwiddie's got 3 assists now in this one. Here's Lillard, and again it's Portland converted.
Hey, every time Dame shoots it, you feel like it's going to drop.
Dinwiddie surveying the floor. Bart, you're so familiar with the college game. What's the biggest adjustment for guys coming into the pros?
I think the strength of the NBA players, Kevin, and the pace of play, and then also the number of games. I mean, that's just a lot more than what you see in college, and how you go about preparing for that type of schedule, that type of physical talent, that type of physical wear and tear is something that no college player is usually ready to handle until he goes through it.
Chicago with the ball. Portland making their last shot. Here's Dinwiddie. Here's Vanderbilt. A three-pointer off the mark. TrailBlazers have gotten every shot they've taken so far in the fourth quarter to go in. That's 5 in a row to start the quarter. For Chicago, they've gone an outstanding 4 of 5 from the field in the fourth quarter so far.
And I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
And it's Lillard with the ball. He brings it up for the TrailBlazers. Puts it up from 7. Yep, that one goes. Lillard's got 6 points in the quarter.
Making it work at close range. Lillard putting his touch to good use in tight.
Pass to Christie. Now Nurkic. Double team on Nurkic. Here's Dinwiddie. Here's Christie. Nurkic setting the pick for Christie. Offensive rebound. On the wing, Christie. Shoots over Simons. Will not go. This is off the front iron. The TrailBlazers have gotten it done so far from the field here in the fourth, going 6 for 7. Chicago has gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Christie uses the glass to finish the layup.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
And for the NBA, anytime there's a blip in the ratings, Clark, you've got those who will begin to criticize the state of the game. Do you find any credence there?
I think in many cases it's a bit of an overreach, an attempt to try to define something simply that's more complex, to have a simple answer for a complex situation. I do think the league is very much on the right track in continuing to listen to criticisms and then evaluate them on their merit.
Now here's Dinwiddie. Pass to Nurkic. Knocked loose. Here's Sharp. Here's Kamare. Lillard outside. 6 to shoot. Shoots over Dinwiddie. Portland no good that time either. And Chicago shooting wonderfully up to this point. 67%. Christie against Lillard. Christie with it. Right wing. Pass to Dinwiddie. Over Sharp. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. 8 points for Spencer Dinwiddie. Portland's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Lobbed up there for Collins. Nurkic with the steal. Vanderbilt the pass to Richards. Back to Vanderbilt. On the wing, Christie. Double team on Nurkic. On its way from Dinwiddie for 2. 4 for 5 with that first miss in 5 attempts from the floor. Here's the 3. And it's Sharp missing. For Chicago, they've gone 7 of 11 from the floor in the final quarter so far. Been some solid looks for them. Back to Dinwiddie. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. On the wing, Christie. Shoots over Kamara. Rebound by the TrailBlazers.
A little ambitious on that possession, trying to hit a shot in the face of that defensive pressure.
And we keep seeing franchises' values going up, Greg, including the Boston Celtics last season selling for over $6 billion.
Man, those are some deep pockets. And don't forget the Lakers going for in excess of $10 billion as those well-heeled individuals continue to pay these incredible prices. The pressure to unlock new league revenue streams, listen, it's only going to increase.
And so Kamara nails both of them.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
And that efficiency, as you know, so critical when you're looking to overcome a deficit. You've got to be close to perfect and can't waste scoring opportunities.
Now here's Dinwiddie. Pass to Richards. Back to Dinwiddie. Over Lillard. Dinwiddie with the bucket. 10 points for Spencer Dinwiddie.
Not allowing the pressure to bother him or phase him. Dinwiddie, even with the shot clock winding down, stays in control of the situation.
Dinwiddie against Lillard. Abdi on the wing. And then Sharp with the dunk.
And, you know, it's one thing to get the offensive rebound, but then how about the loud bucket he's able to convert?
He was in perfect position under the hoop, Greg. You're right. Once he gets his hands on the miss.
That's exactly why it's important to work hard on the offensive glass, fellas, for chances just like that.
Christie can't make it.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to be on Yusuf Nurkic.
And when Collins goes up, the interior defense runs out of options. He forces him to get sloppy.
And so he's able to get 1 of 2. And Clark, is someone who has been around the game their entire life, what advice would you give to younger players?
A couple of things, Kevin, I would highlight. One is embrace the work, embrace the process of development, run your own race in that regard, stay away from the snare of compare, and dedicate yourself to being a continual learner and always striving to get better.
Dinwiddie dishes to Nurkic. Avdia with the rebound. Avdia's got his 7th rebound here tonight. 3-pointer, Lillard. And it's Chicago with the rebound.
After knocking down a couple in the first half, he hasn't gotten a 3 to fall since.
On the wing, Christie. Richards with it. Working on Collins. Pass to Dinwiddie. Shoots over Lillard. Gets some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. Dinwiddie's got 10 points here in the second half. To the left wing. Here's Kamara. Vanderbilt defending.
Lillard's craftiness right there on display, able to get himself to the line. He does that a lot.
4th team foul. At the line for two, Damian Lillard.
He throw good, Damian Lillard.
Starting to find a rhythm from the line now as they try to cut into this deficit.
Zion Williamson's checked in for Chicago. And both free throws good for Damian Lillard.
He's done a much better job of getting to the line here. Aggressively taking it inside and not shying away from contact. I thought he was settling a bit in the first.
Here's Christie. Out to the right wing. Nurkic the pass to Christie. Williamson outside. Off target from outside. Portland's gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. Kamara finds Lillard. Collins a screen on Dinwiddie. Lillard against Dinwiddie. 18 feet out. A putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And how about that assertive play by Collins, refusing to let the defense get the better of him and finishing strong.
Now here's Williamson. Greg, one thing that doesn't show up in the box score, and maybe should, screen assists. They're a big part of the game.
Without question. I mean, the art of setting a great screen, I think, is underappreciated. Giving those guys their just due with the screen assist on a made bucket is, I'm fine with that.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for Chicago.
You don't see this kind of a blowout off tonight. This is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
So looking at the season total, this will be their 17th win.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
It sure is. It's just a 2-gamer since they're in opposite conferences, and you can bet they'll take the same approach right into game 2 that they had tonight.
And guys, one of the steady and outstanding players putting in another impressive performance, it was a big-time outing for Isiah Thomas.
A big part of their success was his ability to keep the ball moving, finding guys when they would flash open.
Now here's Williamson. After the miss from John Collins. Nurkic against Avdia. And it's in there.
He is on one right now, carrying the offense. Just keep finding it.
Pass to Williamson. Shoots over Kamara. Offline. And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. So for Allie LaForce, to my colleagues here at the table, Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for being with us. But as we go, let's take a look at our player of the game, Isiah Thomas.